Paper 2, question 15. Right, so we've got this, all these are in standard form questions. Just a standard question. This one is write this in ordinary form. Now this to the minus 10 means we need to jump this decimal point to the left. So if I write down 4.7 and jump this decimal point to the left, the decimal point actually goes there. So now I'll get 0.47. Now there's no number here, so I'm just going to make sure I add my 0 there. So my ordinary form to 4.7 times 10 to the minus 1 will be 0.47. Now it goes here, work out the value of this, give your answer in standard form. Now because it's an exam, it's a calculator exam, so I'm just going to type in the numbers in here. Now just be careful when you type in these numbers. You can do it two ways. Most kids tend to do it 2.4 times, and they put 10 to the power 3. So I'm just going to do what most of the lads like it in this form because they can see that on there. Sorry, I keep on referring to lads because I do teach in an all-boys school, so excuse me. And then the other bracket was to times that by 9.5 times 10 to the power 5. Okay, now if I press equals on this, I'm going to get this number. So I'm just going to write this down at the moment. It's going to give me 2, 2, 8, and how many zeros have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now you'll get a mark for this to write that straight from the calculator. Now your second mark, what you got to get is to try and write it in standard form. Now when you write in standard form, the first number always must be between 1 and 10, but less than 10. It can equal to 1, but it cannot equal 10. Okay, so I want to include these 3 digits in there. So how can I make 2 to 8 a number which will be greater than 1 or equal to 1, but less than 10? So I'll write that the decimal point I must put between those two 2's, so it becomes 2.28. So 2.28, as we know, is clearly between 1 and 10, so we captured that. Now you times that by 10, and now the power, if I put the decimal point here, I need to bring it all the way to here. Now there's 2 ways. You could either go around jumping this right to the end, or you just could count how many digits are there between this decimal point and this decimal point. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that must be to the power of 9. Or some teachers tend to jump this decimal up to here. It's the same thing. It's just jumping it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the same thing. Okay, whichever you prefer. Me personally, I prefer to put the point there, and count how many digits are between there, and write that to power.